don't wanna drown in your ritual basic beats by the pound. In every country, state, city, and town. If you wanna party, it's time for you to let down. If you wanna party, we can party, party, party. If you wanna party, it's time for you to let down. If you wanna party, we can party. Let's go, let's go, let's go, go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
This is Matt Acevedo with Plastic Catastrophe with Lord Nelson, and you are watching Live and Loud with the Lord on the CMS Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is yours truly, the big guy with the big show, the Lord Nelson, that is. Yes, indeed. From the amazing show, the amazing podcast, Live and Loud with the Lord on the CMS Network with 5 Royals ENT, and the Crowncast Network is my thing also, man. You know, just doing what I do. And look, we have a very, very special guest. You see this handsome young man right here who is one of the greatest of all time. I've got to big him up a little bit. He is a musician and an amazing producer, an amazing husband, an amazing friend. He's just one of the great human beings. As my man Relentless said, we just need more great human beings in this world and everything will be just better. We'll, you know, it's just the truth. But this guy right here, to be doing music with him, he's right there with me. And together we have created such amazing music, and we continue to do it. And the reason why I wanted to bring him on here, I always want to have him on, to be honest with you. I don't want to take up a whole lot of his time because he's a busy young man. But he is, once again, one of the greatest ones. And we've created another banging single called If You Want to Party. But even before we get into that, let me go ahead and say his name, man. I'm just getting excited about what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is, as I affectionately call him, MMA, the Magnificent Matt Acevedo. Yeah.
Thanks for having me, bro. Oh, man. Living it. How about you?
Hey, man, another day in the life of feeling good, happy to be alive. No matter what goes on, you know I got some crazy stuff going on in my world, but it's still beautiful every day. You know what I'm gonna do?
There you go. That's right.
So what's been up with you, man? What's been up with you?
Oh, man, you know, same thing we always do, man. It's always the music. Always the music going on. Yeah, writing, recording, doing our thing. It's going on behind me here. Believe it or not, working on some Plastic Catastrophe like usual. But yeah, man, you know, just paying the bills, working and living for the weekend like always, man.
Indeed. But nah, man, listen. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Matt and I have so many songs, and I want to talk to him and, you know, put it out there, man. We got to decide whether we're going to go ahead and put this album out. We're really doing it straight to consumer now instead of going out here on all the DSPs. You know, we put it out there, of course, but it's like we want to bring that financial win to us. And we want you guys, no, I mean, honestly, we want the fans out there who are the greatest fans in the world, who support us, you know, to come on and give that dollar to us straight ahead and not have to go through the middleman, and help us continue to do what we do. Now, we're going to do it regardless, but we do make music for you guys to enjoy. And if you enjoy it, you know, give us what you think we're worth.
That's right.
I don't know if you agree with that, man. I'm just saying, man.
Oh, man, absolutely. You know, it's we talked about it. I mean, anybody in the business has talked about it for the past 10, 15 years. I mean, it's gone a completely different direction. So
crazy. You
know, it's a tough business, you know, to be in. It's crazy because, you know, you and I, we're artists, you know, we have to do this stuff. We'd be doing it regardless. You know what I mean? So that's really what you do it for. But I mean, to really make a living doing it anymore, it's a tough thing, man. It's a difficult thing, and it's a totally different business than it was, you know.
True. And you know, every time I have these artists on the show, you hear them say it. And I'm saying that some of these people are just like the most talented not more than you,
Yeah.
but the most talented people in the world. And listen, man, I don't say that lightly, man. I mean that, man. I love you for everything you've done, man. We can
Man,
I can
you're
sit
too
here and
kind.
just go on and on and on about you, man. But it's to hear these amazing artists come on and speak about how difficult it is. And like I
Yeah.
had the band Rosie on here, and I'm telling you, man, I big them up because they're amazing to me. They're amazing, and in
Yeah,
my
I saw that
mind,
show. They were
yeah.
good.
And in my mind, I'm just like, why are they not gigantic? You know, but
Yeah.
no label is putting money into bands anymore. They're not doing it, not unless you're already a super,
No.
super band out there
That's
doing your
right.
thing.
You gotta be generating money first before they're even gonna consider it these days,
Right, right. And even those guys are complaining, about what's going on. And
Yeah,
then
that's right.
when you think about like touring, it costs a lot of money to tour. It costs money to
Absolutely.
tour. And so you have to be able to make that money back,
That's
especially if
it.
you're a big gigantic band, then you've got
Yeah.
people who work for you. You've got the tour bus. You've got anyway, man. It could get
Absolutely. Yeah, man. It's such nobody's buying albums and things like that anymore. So you turn into a touring merch salesman. You know what I mean? And that's what you're trying to do is go out and shake the hands and sell the merch and meet the people. And that's how it has to be these days. You know what I mean?
But you know what? I've been watching something. The guy DeMizza, and he was supposed to be on my show. He had to cancel
Yeah.
for whatever reason. But DeMizza's out there, and he knows a lot of people. L.A. dude, really big in the industry. But he was saying, like in Japan and other places overseas, they're selling vinyl. They're selling CDs and stuff like that again. Going back
Isn't
to that
that crazy?
physical. Yeah, and so
Yeah.
there's people here that are doing, getting back to that also, trying to make it. But
Yeah.
it's so, but we're here in the United States. We want the easiest
Yeah.
thing, man. Fast food, man. That's what we want.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
And
it's still
it's hard to put the genie back in the bottle once everybody's hooked on streaming and all that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Indeed. So we're going to get to talk about, If You Want to Party, which is an amazing song. You did a great job on it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this. I always can't wait till Matt, when I'm looking at my email box and I'm just like, I'm waiting for Matt to send me something. When Matt sends me music, the excitement level that is with me, it's like Christmas, man. It's like Christmas, birthday, 4th of July, New Year's Eve, all of that, together. That's how I feel. I feel because I'm excited because you're allowing me and giving me the platform to create. And that feels good, man. I got the ultimate love for Rich and Bones and Sean and Mike and all the Stuck Mojo folks. Corey Lowry, one of the great ones, man. But listen,
No question.
You're right there with them with the creativeness and what we do, man. It feels so good. So I just always want to thank you, man, for allowing me the opportunity to really record with you, be in a band with you. It's a fantastic thing. And my brothers and sisters out there, you guys know, you see it behind me if you want to party. That's what it's about, though. That's what it's about. But before I get to that, I want to ask you a question, though, man.
Yeah, man.
What is it about the music that still excites you?
I think it's the creative outlet. You know what I mean? I mean, we've said it for years now, you and I, that it's so cool with the creative freedom that I guess we both have.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because being kind of the one man show that I am as far as the music goes, I don't really, it's once you figure out how to create multiple instrument parts and things like that, it gets easier. You know what I mean? There's no arm wrestling with, the drummer to make it part faster or slower, or, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Trying to shoehorn everybody's ideas into one track so everybody's happy. And not to say that I create the greatest music ever, but it's just it's a cool thing to just.
You do.
It's a cool thing to just be able to go, here's what I came up with. Lord, see what you do with it, And again, it's just as exciting for me getting it back and being able to, mix your tracks in and see what you've made of it. Because like I've said in the past, man, if I structure something out where in my head I'm thinking verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, anything like that, you may not hear it that way. You know what I mean? You'll come up with a verse here and a chorus there, and it all works great. It's just different, So it's awesome, man. It really is a good time. But yeah, like I said, it's one of those things where obviously it's in us. You know what I mean? I hope to keep doing this with you for as long as we can keep doing it forever and ever.
Yes,
but we'll both be making music. We have to until we're just not around anymore, because it's just in our DNA. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how I am, and why I kind of wanted to do, the studio in the house and things like that, because it's just what I like to do. 100%. You know what I mean? Whether it's, 99% of the time it's what you and I are working on, but my wife, she loves to sing. So I'm constantly, letting her come in here and we have a good time, recording tracks and things like that. So it's just enjoyable, man. It's never work. It's just anytime I get back here and I get, behind the speakers and the faders, it's just feels like it's where I need to be. You know what I mean?
100%. You just immerse yourself in what we just. Music is like the greatest thing in the world, man. And like I always say, it's the time machine, the sonics. Yeah. My wife was on the phone earlier, and somebody had her on hold. We were talking to some people, and the music that they put you on when you go on hold. And I'm just like, oh, man, do you hear that? I said, do you hear the way that flute is playing? And she's just like, are you telling me that are you really listening to that music? And listen, Matt, I'm just like, it was so great to me. And I'm just sitting there tapping, and I'm just like, then once again, stuff just starts running in my head. And I can't understand how she doesn't feel that way about it, And once again, like she always used to say, like, no, you think everybody else, that they're the weirdos. No, it's you. You're different. You're different. And I finally kind of had to really understand that to a point that I love music in a special way. And I know that you do too. So, that's something. But listen, man, it's still magnificent. Now, once again, before we get into if you want to party, I want to ask you this though. Did you or were you able to watch the that Diddy documentary that 50 Cent put out?
No, it's funny you say that, because I was actually reading an article about it this morning, but no, I haven't seen it yet.
Amen.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty crazy.
I hadn't passed judgment. At first, I was just like, come on, 50, man. How you going to do the brother like that, man? How you going to come out and do that, right? But then when you see these images and you see all these other things where they're tying things in, man, it's like, we always, listen, we know, and they've told us way back when, that music was handled by like bootleggers and all that stuff back then, the mob and all that, because it's always been a dirty business. We know that, indeed. But then you start seeing these things, and the people who have that power and have that money, they really abuse it. They believe they're above. Now, mind you, I'm not talking about Puff or saying anything about him or whatever like that, because he did build that bad boy empire and he really put the time into it, But it's just all those other things when you watch it, and especially if you love music, you're just like, wow, did you guys let it get that serious? Man. Did it get that serious? What is it? Did money control you like that? Did power control you like that?
More.
And then my wife told me that he's suing Netflix now for like $1 billion.
Really?
Yeah, man.
How about that?
So it's like, man, I mean, to have stuff come out, listen.
Yeah.
You just think if somebody came and took your life and put it all out on Front Street, It's like, yo, man. Don't do that to me, I'm not saying I have anything to hide, but goodness, man, that is crazy. And then it's like, well, 50, why are you doing it? Is it for money? Is it for, but 50 said, that man asked me, he said that man told me he needs to take me shopping. You don't take a man shopping like another man shopping.
I tell you, man, he has always had that against him, man. He's just like, man, I don't go that way.
Yeah, just all the
crazy shit.
Yes, all the crazy stuff that's in there. about the the prostitution and all those things like that, and you hate to see him where he's kicking Cassie and stuff like that, and all that's just crazy. That part of it is crazy. But when you go back to the sexual stuff, it's like, man, were they doing all that?
Oh, man.
Were you a willing partner to do that stuff like that? And mind you, you can do whatever you want to do. You're grown. You can do whatever you want to do. But I'm just like, I just remember a VP that I know. I remember him telling me, he said, you see all that stuff that goes on where you think it's just the parties and it's the women and the drinking and the drugs and all that. He said, I'm telling you, it goes on, man. In lots of ways. Yeah.
Money corrupts like no other, you know what I mean? And then when somebody who's got any type of a deviant side at all, I guess, gets to that kind of a stature, they just think they're above it and they're untouchable. And I guess they try and do what they do, but man, it's great.
I mean, putting a thumb in your ass and choking yourself is not.
Lord,
it's not how I want to party.
Holy Jesus!
I mean, the song is listen. That ties in. The song is if you want to party, but I don't want to party that way.
Ain't nobody here partying that way.
I don't know, bro. There's a lot of people out there doing some wild things, bro.
Oh my God! Shit.
So, man, listen, let's get to this song, man. So tell me, how did you come up with this song? What inspired you? I know I'm the lyric guy and did what I did, but what inspired you music-wise with this song? What was it? Did you start off with that riff, or did you just have an idea and you just built off of that?
This one actually started with no riff, no guitars, no idea at all. This actually started with the drum track. I was just playing around with, programming some drums, and really just kind of came up with what ended up to be the basic intro beat and things like that. So I, just built it out rough, few bars here, few bars there. And then I just, riff over it, jam over it. And that's what once the drum track was there, it didn't take long where, the guitar riff kind of came next. If you know me, just trying to lock that groove and do something cool.
Groove,
so man.
Oh, gotta have that groove, man. I'm always looking for that. Yes.
That's right, man. You gotta have a groove. Yeah, no groove.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Gotta have it. I said it's gotta have a groove, man. It's gotta have a groove.
Man, come on, man. I was just listening. I'm just in the whip, just listening to it, and I'm just shaking my head. I said, MMA, man, all day. It's just what it is, because it just feels so good. And then, of course, on the final mix, you added a few other things. And I did. Like, yes, sir. I said,
man.
He knows what they like, man.
That's right. You gotta throw a little 808 in there for my boy.
No. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, this is another great song. It's a slow burn. It just has that matter of fact. It just gets at you, and you're going to enjoy this song. And the thing is that we have so many dope songs, and we're just trying to pick out which ones we're going to do. And so Matt, do you think we need to go ahead and put out an album, or what do you think? We got to ask the people too. They got to let us know. You guys,
I would love to get some comments back from what people think, man, because they're the ones who are gonna be listening to it, hopefully. Anyway, but I mean, again, we talked about the music business and things like that being a kind of a different world, and attention spans are shorter these days.
Right.
It's hard to hook somebody in and get them to listen to 10 full tracks of anybody, these days. So God knows we've got enough music to put 4 albums out right now, probably, if we wanted to, you know what I mean? But again, I'd love to hear what everybody else thinks, what do you think? What do you think? Are you ready for another full length?
Listen, I'm just with you. Let me tell you a quick story, which is amazing. So, of course, I got some things going on in my house, and so we had the guy and his brother. They're working on some things for me, the ceilings, right? So they're from South Africa, accent and all. They're from South Africa, right? Kelvin. Listen, I can't remember his brother's name, and I apologize, but they're cool as can be. And he's doing something with us that just looks magnificent, amazing. But what's I was telling him like, well, I do some music and I this, that. So of course I'm bigging up us. I'm bigging up Stuck Mojo doing whatever. So he goes out there while they're working and they're listening. And he just looks at me and he's just like, hey man. He said, what's and me, when it comes to stuff like that, when I'm with friends, I'm like, I'm the greatest person in the world. But stuff like that, I'm so humble about it. And I'm just like, yeah, man. I said, we're doing our thing. I said, when you guys finish up or whatever like that, I said, I'm really going to introduce you to, Plastic Catastrophe with Lord Nelson. You can see what's going on here, but I'm going to introduce you to what we're doing right now. He was just like, no, man, I love it. He said, this is the kind of music I love. And I was like, okay, awesome. That's cool. So man, it's really awesome to have people like that. Now, still another person that was here. They were doing some things for us also. And he was just like, they were listening to music. And then he's just like, yeah, man. He was a younger guy. He's younger than Kelvin. He's just like, yeah, man, my dad, he loves this, that. So I didn't know my wife had already told him, about music stuff. And he was just like, he called his dad. And his dad was like, I love Stuck Mojo.
Yes.
Now I just get quiet. I was just like, yeah, man, it's cool,
That's awesome.
But it's wild though. But it's just, once again, Matt, I'm so thankful. I'm thankful to Bones. I'm thankful to Rich and Mike and Sean and Rodney and Corey. I want to make sure I'm not LSU, Nails, Frank Fonseray. I'm thankful to every single one of them for allowing me to be me with Stuck Mojo. Stuck Mojo led me to you. And now here we are, from the No Power, No Crown guys, Big Steve and Justin and Jeff and Jack and the other Matt that plays drums and Looney and Cubby, who is, he's passed now. But man, all of these people have been a part of my, I don't know, me continuing to do what I'm doing. And then that, once again, that led me to you. And here we are. We're on this bullet train, man, in Japan, and we're flying and we're handling business. You know what I'm saying? Time's flying by so fast, but here we are, just like we're cooling. We're doing what we're doing, man. And just once again, man, I just want to thank you so much because it's enjoyable. It's fun.
It absolutely
it's exciting.
Is.
It's exciting to me still. It really, really is. Now, So when are we gonna release the song, man?
What time is it? No, man.
Are we gonna release it? Are we gonna release it right now? I'm just saying. Listen,
I'm ready to go. I'm ready. It's ready to go.
Yo, so this is what we're gonna do. We're recording this right now, and by the time this comes out, which will be Friday, and so the song is released right now. We're gonna say it right now.
There you go.
If you want to party, it's released right now. It's right now. Go out there, spend your 99 cents, and cop it. I don't know if you're able to give more than that. Give more than that. I don't know, man. Hit us up, and we need to give you a cash app or whatever like that. Help us help you.
That's it.
Help us help you. And I've never been that kind of person, but man, I just know that we have something great, and it's worth the purchase price. 99 cents, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, man. You go to Starbucks, man, and what we got lasts way longer than that Starbucks drink you're gonna have.
Way more enjoyable too.
Way more enjoyable, man. It's gonna what's the word I'm looking for? The endorphins. Come on.
Yeah.
It's gonna be incredible. If You Want to Party is an amazing song, bro. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Here's a question for you. So talking about this and how I got the groove and whatever. How about you when you write? I mean, is it something, I don't write lyrics like you do, I know it just flows from you. Is it easy? Is it just, you listen to it, you immediately get a melody or what? How does that work with you?
It's always the melody immediately. Yeah. So when you send me music and I start listening to it, I immediately, as they would say, Jay-Z, I start mumbling and I start saying things in my head and I'm just like, okay. And then I'm like to the vibe of it. So I've got to ride that. I'm all about the melody, and then I got to ride that rhythm. I want to get it down. I was just like, how's Matt flipping this right now? How is he flipping this right now? So I hear it, and then I listen to it again, and then I just start freestyling, man. This is what I do, and then I sit down to write.
Yeah.
And I love to have it when it first hits me. It's where it's fresh. It's where my mind is rolling. You know.
Yeah.
My wife's like, "Where are you going?" Matt just sent me some music. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Dude, that's funny you say that. You don't know, my wife and I sit on the couch all the time. We watch TV, but I mean, I'm not lying when I tell you my guitar is always in my hand. You know what I mean? God love this woman for putting up with me because I'm constantly playing guitar. But my point is this: you don't know how many times I'll be sitting on the couch and we'll be sitting there talking, watching TV or whatever, and I'm jamming, and I'll just get up and grab my guitar. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I got to go put this riff down. I'm gonna forget it." So I run up to the studio and I bang out 15 seconds, on tape right quick, and run back downstairs like, "Hey, I'm back."
That's what. Listen, I love it so much because that's how I am on my phone. And I tell people all the time, man, I have multiple iPhones, and they're all loaded with ideas. Because I have to, I don't want to miss the melody or whatever I have in my head. I'm just like, and so I was like, go record this so you don't forget it.
Yeah,
and so, right. Man, I have so much, how I am, man, I have so much. Before I had people like the great ones like you, I was listening to other people's music. And I had written songs with everybody else's music because I didn't have anybody to make music for me, back when I was a lot younger. So I wrote to everything, and I would always flip it up and make it about me or somebody I do, but
right on.
You just can't help those things, man. It's love, it's love, it's love. So
that's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to party, what's the date? Today's the 11th?
11th, I think.
All right. So December 12th, if you want to party drops. And we're going to have everything for you. It's going to be on Bandzoogle. We're just asking that you please support. We are more than worth your while. And we know that you're worth our while also. And that's why we're going to give love. And we hope that love is reciprocated to us. We really do, man. And I'm just
Classic Catastrophe with LordNelson.com. We'll take them straight to our Bandzoogle.
Look at you. Look, he's on it. Thank you very much. He's on it. That's what I'm talking about. He's that guy, man. I want you guys to understand. And then I'm going to put this out there also. Matt is super, super talented, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to say it anyway. If you need something, music-wise, guitars, you need a riff, you need production, you need something like that, you got to hit this man right here. PC Productions, man. You got to hit him, man. He's that guy. I'm telling you. And listen, not that I want to share him with the rest of the world, but I can't be selfish. I can't be selfish, but I'm just letting you know he's worth every single cent that you will spend with him. He's that guy.
I appreciate you.
So I'm just gonna put it out there like that, man. I think that you should have that most definitely, man. But listen, I don't want to take up a whole lot of your time. I just want to talk about this song. Is there anything else you want to say about the song, man? If you want to party, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, it's a banger. It's just a good time, feel good song. Go check it out, man. I think you're gonna dig it.
Yo, this is the start of the show. To get you acclimated, feeling the flow. We'll start you off with something that's slow. Just listening to it. And I was letting one of my young bucks hear it, and I was just running the lyrics. He was just like, that is amazing. I said,
you goddamn right.
Yeah, I said, I'm glad you like it like that. So you wait till you really hear the music of it. I said, you're going to really, really get into it, man. But listen, man, I love you so much, man. Love your wife, too, man. Carmen, you and Carmen are some of the greatest individuals in the world, man. There's no doubt about it. Thank you both for being just so receiving of me and what I do and how I do what I do, man. I thank you guys so much. You guys have been the best. And to me, when I say it, your family to me, 100%, I mean that. I don't say that. I don't take that lightly.
Absolutely.
I've kind of pulled myself away from a lot of things as I get older. I don't deal with a lot of things like I used to. But one thing that's constant with me is my family, and you are a part of that family. And so Hey, man, just once again, thank you guys so much for allowing me, Anyway, thank you. I really appreciate it.
No, I love you, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for being here. I love you too, bro. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is just a quick in and out. I can sit here and talk to Matt. We can go to New York and go to Dallas and we can keep talking about stuff. But this is really about if you want to party, it's what it's about. So please support this song. Please support this song. Support our movement. We're doing things. We got so much more music. And please let us know if you want a full-length album. That's
for
easy
sure.
Breezy for us.
Yeah, man.
Easy
I'd love to know.
breezy for us. There it is behind me. If you want to party.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Matt, you did a great job with that too, man. This is great.
Hey, man, thanks. It turned out cool. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is yours truly, the big guy with the big show, the Lord Nelson, that is. Yes, indeed. From the podcast Live and Loud with the Lord on the CMS Network with 5 Royals EMT. Look at class in there. There it was back behind me. There's Plastic Catastrophe. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Yo, so thank you guys for taking the time to spend some time. And until next time, lead with love and follow with faith. I am the Lord, and he is MMA, the Magnificent Matt Acevedo. That's my Prince right there. Prince Rogers Nelson right there. That's that guy right there.
Crazy as hell.
I appreciate you, bro. Be good, man.
Hey, man. Take care of yourself.
All
Thank
right,
you, sir.
Too, man. All right, peace.
All right.
For my sisters and bros, we're here to help you.
Turn it up. You're listening to Live and Loud with the Lord, Nelson, that is.